In this movie, we will clarify the official definition of a project and, most importantly, what constitutes a project. Very often, people will confuse operational work with a project, and we'll look at the differences between the two in a separate movie within this section after ensuring that you fully understand how to identify a project. It wouldn't be surprising to see an exam question relating to this. The Pmbok Guide defines a project as a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. Well, that sounds simple enough, but let's break it down to make sure it's clear, beginning with temporary. By temporary, it's referring to a definite beginning and a definite end. So how exactly is the end defined? There are three possible ways. By reaching a project's objective, discovering that the objective cannot be reached, or that the project, for whatever reason, is terminated. In these three scenarios, there is a closing moment as opposed to the project being ongoing. Temporary does not signify any type of duration, so a project can be a few weeks to a few years. Now, let's break down unique product, service, or result. Just because the project must have a definite end does not mean that the product or service must. The Pmbok Guide specifies the following: that a product be quantifiable in either an end item in itself or a part of something bigger, that the project result in the capability of performing a service, and that there is an ending result. We'll take a moment now to look at two examples. The first example involves manufacturing cell phone cases. In this example, a cell phone company is interested in manufacturing a special cell phone case for their newest model. This cell phone case is part of a promotion to sell the phone that begins 4 months from today. Only 1,200 of these special cases will be manufactured for distribution during the promotion. After the promotion, no further cases will be manufactured or distributed. Based on the information I've given you, can you determine whether this is really a project? To find out, let's ask ourselves the following three questions. The first, is it temporary? Well, the answer to this is yes. Only 1,200 cases will be manufactured, and the project ends 4 months from today when the phones are ready to be put on promotion. The second, is it unique? The answer to this is yes. Based on the information provided, the cases are not normally part of the company's service offerings, and it specifies that the cases will not be manufactured or distributed in the future. And the last question, will the end of the project coincide with reaching the project objectives? And again, the answer to this is yes. The objective will be reached once the 1,200 cases have been manufactured. Based on our brief analysis, it is officially a project. Now, let's look at another example. Our second example involves adding cell phone cases to the assembly line. In this example, let's say that our cell phone company has so much success with their promotional cell phone cases that customer demand has convinced them to integrate this case as part of their regular product offering. It will now be manufactured along with the other 5 cases that are currently offered. The cases will be manufactured until the customer demands for the phone drops. Let's again put the example through our 3 standard questions. Is it temporary? The answer to this is no. There really is no definite end in sight. The product is not quantifiable. It will be manufactured until the phone it is meant for remains popular. The second question, is it unique? The answer to this one again is no. Although the case itself is unique to the standard assembly line, the manufacturing process of the case is not. If the project involved the creation of a new case, then this would be considered unique. But in this example, the case has already been designed and previously manufactured. And the final question, will the end of the project coincide with reaching project objectives? Since there really is no end clarified, the answer is no. The case now becomes a part of a regular ongoing activity, which is the manufacturing of cell phone cases, something that the company already does regularly. Based on this information, I'm sure it's clear that this is not considered a project, since it did not involve a unique result. Instead, the cases were integrated as part of a regular operational activity. We'll look further into operational activity in a separate movie within this section. As a review, it is important to understand how to identify whether an undertaking is classified as a project. This will allow you to approach the task at hand correctly and successfully. Put your projects to the test by answering the 3 questions that were reviewed in this movie. Is it temporary? Is it unique? And will project objectives be reached at the end of the project's life? Being able to answer these basic questions will aid you in what you are setting out to accomplish.